What is going on, everybody? Back on it, One Piece episode 369. One Piece live action has started, so we got that going for us. We uploaded the full reaction on um, Patreon over the weekend, highlight reaction on YouTube. So we'll see how that's going. We're only one episode down by the time you guys see this, but we should be getting. I'm gonna try for 2 episodes of that a week until we get to the 8, but see how it goes. Jumping into this, the arc hasn't been the greatest, but we did get introduced to a new warlord at the end of last episode. Bartholomew Kuma, I'm assuming is how we pronounce his name. I'm sure he's gonna have like his quirkiness or thing to him. Every character seems to kind of like have a thing going for them, some kind of like personality trait. I don't know if he's like super religious, and that's so I'm trying to figure out what his ability is. I have no idea. I'm assuming he has a devil's fruit. I don't know if it's like he can teleport or transport things he touches, people, objects, maybe himself. But maybe since he's so religious, well, he has the Bible in his hand, so that's why I think that. So maybe that's why he asks people where their favorite places are. So because he knows he's gonna have to move them the fuck up out the way. Since he's religious and maybe not mean, he asks them and then sends them there instead of like, because I'm thinking like if it is that type of ability, like he's got a transport ability or transportation or some kind of like alternative space where he can like touch, transport, drop people. That could be pretty deadly if he has enough speed to actually get to you and touch you, especially if you're a Devil's Fruit user, because if you don't have something that can save you, like if you're going to be Luffy or Chopper or you know, a lot of these others that don't have a way to transport or float or levitate or something like that. If he's just able to walk up, touch you, and I don't know if he has to think of where he wants to drop you, because I don't think that we're going to get to Devil's Fruit or the power system, and this is going to kind of be like Hunter x Hunter type things where you have to like meet conditions. Like, I don't think he has to ask you where your favorite place is or like where you would like to go or something like that. I think if he just wanted to be a straight up asshole, he could just touch you and drop you in the middle of the ocean. Like, I don't know if he has to think of the area or he has to know the specific area by name, but that's what I mean by, like, I don't think it has to be as deep as, like, Hunter x Hunter, where it's got to be, like, that specific of conditions. It might just be, like, if he has an image of a place in his head or is thinking of anything and touches you, you're instantly teleported. So, if you're a Devil's Fruit user and he touches your ass and he thinks of the middle of the wide open ocean and the Grand Line and drops you, you're dead. It's over. GG. So, I don't know if that's what his ability is, but I'm just saying if it is, it's pretty deadly if he has the means to actually touch you. Now, we haven't gotten to the power system yet in One Piece, because it's not all Devil's Fruit. Not everybody's going to have a Devil's Fruit, and I'm sure we're going to run into people that are stronger than anybody we've run into that don't have a Devil's Fruit. So we don't know the power system yet, but imagine you have the base power system of whatever it is, you know, kind of like chakra, nen, ki, etc. So you have the baseline speed to keep up with pretty much every character, and you have an ability like that where all you have to do is make a little contact and you can teleport them anywhere. Whew. Be pretty deadly, but I'm probably not even remotely close. So that's the only like interesting thing we've got going so far. The group is still trying to deal with ores. Luffy doesn't even know where Moria has gone to. It's an absolute mess, but we'll see. We'll see. Surprised, I was about to say, I don't think he can even grab the shadow. This is just so bad. And I made this comment when I was watching the live reaction. The live reaction One Piece? The live reaction Luffy? Live action Luffy, excuse me? He doesn't seem as much of an idiot as this Luffy. He doesn't seem as bad as this Luffy. Like, the Luffy in the live action plays around. But he's not an airhead. This one, oof, man. He's got some issues. But he doesn't even know where he... It's literally all he can do. He doesn't even know where the real one is. The real one could have been right behind him, for all he knows. And the squad's still dealing with ores. But we've had multiple opportunities to put salt in his mouth and have not done so. So I got like 2 weeks ahead. It's been a minute since I've watched this. I forgot how frustrating this arc was going there for a minute. Oh, Lord. He's got to test out that blade. Hmm. Y'all better get out the way, because I'm here to fuck shit up. Hey, let the man run the 1v1. Got a litmus test. Ooh, he deflected it. People sleep on him, man. But that was damn close. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Go ahead and keep litmus testing it for a little bit. Yeah, go ahead and rein that thing in. Because it was given, not taken. I want to see Zoro get his moment. This'll hold me over for a couple episodes. Because we're never going to get the 1v1 between Luffy and Zoro that I've always dreamed of. And we keep going at this pace. In about another 50 to 100 episodes, it's probably not even going to be comparable. That, like, Zoro's actually going to be able to actually fight Luffy. Like, they would never fight, probably. But I'm saying if there was a chance that they actually could throw hands and it would actually be a fight... We're never going to get a serious fight between the two of them, like a Usopp Luffy type thing, you know? I love the sound effect. The animation looks awful, but the sound effects are going crazy. Move. Move. But this might be the closest thing I get to that matchup, so we'll take it for what I can. Because I was under the opinion, man, the animation is rough. I don't know if you guys agree with this, but in the early days, like when we rescued Zoro, and like it was very, very even before Luffy got any of his gears or anything like that. Was it safe to say that that was an even like 1v1? Like either of them could have defeated the other one? At this point in the story, I think Luffy's kind of gotten ahead, especially with the gears. And the problem is Zoro's so dependent on the blades. If Luffy's able to like make him drop one or break one, you know, we're at a disadvantage. Luffy just needs his body. So that's how that goes. But I think now I think it would still be close, but Luffy probably wins. But I think maybe 100 episodes ago, that's pretty even. And maybe 200 episodes ago, Zoro maybe wins that. Yo. Someone tell this man to hush. True. Yeah, what if they all them get around him? Like, this is asking a lot. To hope that Luffy gets that done. We're just gonna sit here and wait? We gotta try in case he fails. It's gotta be now. I wonder what they had going on at the studio around this time. I don't know if they had a One Piece movie coming out or what, but this is some of the worst line work and animation we've had in one of the episodes for a while. What you got for me? I want to keep seeing them run the 1v1 though. I think enough tries Zoro eventually gets him. Was that from him? What's that from? What the hell is that? Oh, I forget we're on a revolving boat. Big ass boat. Oh, that's right. They're getting caught up in a current, aren't they? They're getting sucked in. Mm-hmm. Now they're just kind of floating at sea. They're gonna go wherever the current takes them. What can you do? You better get out the way. Luffy better hurry it up. We don't even know where Moria is. Hmm? Okay, guys. Who are these two jabronis? Show us your faces. I don't know if Moria's still in the woods, if he's back inside. What is Kuma here for? Is he here for the Straw Hats? Is he here for Moria? Is he here for something else? Is the shadow returning to him? Yeah. Yep, he was in here all along. True. What about the shadows and everything else? Oh, he knows he's here. The only warlord who does the government's bidding. Ah, so he's like their little errand boy. Because they're all technically in league with the government, you know? They're kind of their lapdogs, but I'm sure a lot of them rebel and kind of do their own thing, but just accepted the title of warlord to get the government off their back from doing the shit that they want to do, aka crocodile. But it sounds like he's fully bought in. He's like, yes man, no man. They're the same size, holy shit. Interesting. He asked him that question again. Yes, I'm telling you, he sends you wherever you'd like to go because he's not rude. I'm pretty sure those are his abilities. He can transport himself and others. Oh, they voted on who's taking Crocodile's spot. Is this somebody we know? They gave it to Blackbeard. They gave it to him. Did they do an eventing of that shit? Is he always without pupils? Bro, we don't even know what happened. For all I know, Ace is dead. That was so long ago that they left us off that cliffhanger. We still have no idea. How many episodes was it? It's at least been 50, I think. I don't know, it seems so long ago. Watch it only have been like 20 episodes ago. They split the damn island in half between flame and blackness, and then it just... And then it ended. Yep, that was the last image we saw. And just from a viewer storytelling standpoint, you know Blackbeard's not dead because he's got a story to be involved in for sure. Between Shanks, Whitebeard, Yeah, I'm surprised they approved that too. Maybe it's because he's from Whitebeard and shows a little bit of strength and they take that. I don't know. Oh. What are we concerned about? Mm-hmm. Yeah, because they don't want another incident and word like that getting out. Okay. That he can't stop them? Yep. And that's exactly what's about to happen. So is he there to make sure it doesn't happen? Yes, I kind of want to see that. I want to see the Straw Hats lose. They never lose. Like, show me characters that lose once in a while. It shows toughness, you know? Can't just be Goku forever. Goku loses, but... show me some Vegetas out here. I still don't like the way that ended. Man, where's that Luffy at? We could have been using that, man. I'm liking the Kuma stuff. It's definitely like palate cleansing the arc a little bit, because it's been getting so stale. Kind of feels like I'm in Alabasta all over again. Oh, he's doing this of his own free will. We'll see. That's some good stuff, though. I like that. So Blackbeard officially took that seat. But he said after proving himself, so... essentially, Ace is on their wanted list. What happened with that? Is that how he proved himself? One of Whitebeard's direct... oh. Whitebeard's second in command? First lieutenant, whatever you want to give him, was brought in by Blackbeard. It weakens Whitebeard at the same time. Okay, we'll take you in. The fark? Is Hollow in there like Frankie? I guess it's a safe place to be. Yes, he gave Luffy the slip. How did he get in there? Because I don't think that's where, it's not where him and Kuma were. Yeah, Luffy would find that pretty cool. Well, we just gonna stand here and look at him, or what? We have... we might have like 30 seconds left. Why did they just power Chopper down and put a cape on him right there? I think that fighting, screaming face of Ace was the best of the entire episode. That seems not like the best strategy, though. Because they're going to be attacking him. Wouldn't you want to try to... Like, he's putting all his commitment into ores right now. So much that he's putting himself inside of him. I was about to say... Gotta put those cigarettes down, man. He's gonna be in the kitchen where Brook was. So there's Brook, Luffy, and Nami that aren't with this current squad right here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Usopp. Oh, man. I'm assuming he's good. Damn, Brook. Oh, shit. Got that bag on him. Thank God. Usopp would have never made it there. I am your Brook. So I want to see what it was that... What is it that he said right there? He said after proving himself. Is that so that makes it sound like he defeated Ace. He joined after proving his strength. So here's what I'm assuming. I'm assuming... Hold on, I want to try to get to the best shot. I think the up-close shot of Ace was the best shot of the episode. Yeah, I thought that was the best shot. IMO. Okay, so what I'm assuming is... We know he had his little errand boy, Blackbeard. I don't know the guy's name. You could give me a million. You could give me a blank check right now and tell me put any amount of money on it that I want to. Couldn't tell you. The little tap dancer boy that he had show up to the world government meeting. How he even got in there? You know, who's securing this shit? Number one. But I'm assuming that he either... This is what I'm assuming, because like I said, I don't know who dies in this story. They haven't really shown me that they're willing to pull the trigger on anyone. Now, just kind of giving how it's gone in the first, let's say, 400 episodes. I think right now where the current story is, I think the anime's at like 1070, something like that. The manga's at like 1090, something like that. If I had to put money on it, I don't think anybody in the Straw Hats is dead or been close to death, you know. If Usopp, who has no physical strength compared to everyone else, can take 10-ton steel bats to the face, and Zoro can be sliced open, and, you know, all these, and Luffy can be spitting up blood and like all this type of thing. I don't think we're ever going to get a more like death story. If Luffy can get a hollow cylinder put in his chest by Crocodile, and just fix it with a couple ribeyes and New York strips, I don't think anybody in the Straw Hat is ever going to die or be pushed to that point of like, oh no, are they going to die? And because they've never killed anybody, even if they did, I wouldn't believe it. So I think they're all going to be fine. But I think if there's a way to... Because Luffy right now, he's not purposefully hunting down warlords or anything like that. He's not purposely trying to, you know, take out the best pirates or take out the Marines. He's just out here getting roped like Harry Potter and like Ron and Hermione. For some reason, like every year they come back to school, they somehow get roped into all this shit. And I feel like that's what's happening with Luffy. Like, we're not trying to do this. We just keep getting rerouted, and we're following our log pose, and we keep going here, 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 here. And we just happen to be running into Marines and Warlords and things, and we just happen to be taking them out. He doesn't have like a hit list or a bingo book where he's trying to take them out, but they keep doing it. But I don't know where the story plans to pivot or plans to go. If it just keeps, if it's just keep like, oh, we follow this log pose, new island, new enemies, and kind of do our thing. I feel like that recipe is going to get stale. So if they do decide to switch it up, or you want to give Luffy a side quest of motivation, because we know his motivation, you know, to find the One Piece, become the king of the pirates. And it's usually mostly like giggle, giggle, ha ha ha, you know, we're all friends. But I think if you ever wanted to kind of give him motivation, flip that switch, make him want to hunt down, like, I'm not talking like hunt down somebody because they hurt Nami's feelings, or we're gonna get this guy and give everybody their shadows back. I'm talking like give Luffy like actual like vengeance. Like, I'm Batman. You kill Ace. That could be the only thing I could see. I would say kill one of the crew members, but I think they're all off limits. So I think you kill Ace, but you don't kill Ace off screen, is what I'm saying. So this circles back to my original point is, I think I don't know what episode that was, the two of them facing off, but I think Blackbeard captured Ace. He didn't kill Ace. If and when Ace dies, I think it'll be in front of Luffy, and that will be the, you know, Nine Tails taking over Naruto, you know, the Gon giving up everything to kill, you know, Pito type shit, that type of stuff. I think that'll be the moment. So, like I said, we had a big discussion on that when we first got introduced to Blackbeard and his abilities and yada yada yada, his gravity, blackness, shit. I said yes, Ace can lose, but no, Ace doesn't. If Ace does die, he doesn't die here, he dies in front of Luffy, and I still believe that. So I'm thinking, how does he get, because he had no bounty and he was never heard of, so how does somebody jump to, like, not just like, oh, we'll consider you for a warlord, to, oh shit, here, take this empty seat. I think, you know, who are the biggest people out there right now, threats to the warlords in the world government, in the Marines, the Navy? You got Whitebeard, you got Shanks, you got Luffy's dad, and I think we're still missing one of the other four that we haven't seen, or gotten a name of, but those three essentially. And essentially, me as an unknown that wants to fill this vacant seat, I'm bringing you one of your biggest enemies' right-hand man, his second in command. Here he is. I don't think there's more of a way to prove yourself than that, other than saying, hey, bring us the head of one of the four. Which I don't even think their warlords might be able to do that. So, and how many of the warlords could probably bring you Ace in one piece? Haha, One Piece. So I think that's how he got the seat. He just brought them Ace alive. They could torture him, find out Whitebeard's. There's a lot they could do with him. But that's a long-winded way of saying I think that's how Blackbeard instantly got his seat. Which we know how the conclusion of, I think, how that went. Now, what's the future of Ace and how that goes is an entirely different story. I am curious, though. So we got that. I think, I don't want to say I've got, like, I don't want to put a stamp of approval, like, oh, we got that 100%. But I think we're pretty close to judging what Kuma's ability might be. So he seems to be, like, the running errand boy for the world government, for the Navy. They have all these warlords, but, like, again, I think it's like it's almost like a drug dealer making deals with, like, the government type thing. It's like, we still want to make our money. You know, we know you guys, we don't want to go to all-out war here, just killing cops in the streets, Marines in the streets, and all those type of things. Just let us sell and do what we do. But hey, if we come across anybody else, you know, we'll rat them out. We'll do this for you guys. You know, let us legally sell, you know, that type of thing. So I think Crocodile and, like, Morian, these guys are just out here winging it. And if there's ever a reason that the government needs you, like, yes, we'll answer, but, like, I don't really answer to you. It looks like Kuma's, like, fully, like, sir, yes, sir, I will. I think, like I said at the beginning, he's carrying around a Bible with him. I don't think the Bible has anything to do with his ability, or, you know, I think that's just, like, his quirk, his thing, you know. Maybe he's super religious, cares about others, whatever you want to call it. And I think he has the ability that if he touches you, he can transport you to anywhere in the world. Whatever he's thinking of in his head at that moment, he can do that. But I think because he's probably so nice and so by the book and so not wanting to kill people, he asked them like, hey, what's your favorite place in the world? Or where, if you could go anywhere in the world, where would you want to go? So when he gets that, he thinks about it, touches them, and sends them there. I think he can just put you anywhere, but I think he chooses to not be a complete asshole and drop people with devil's fruit out there in the middle of the ocean. That's just my guess. Now, I'm assuming that he can transport others and transport himself. That's pretty dope. I would like to see him step in here. I'm curious, like, because we know more. I don't know. Maybe they do. Maybe he steps in and maybe they take down oars and it looks like they're about to take down Moria, and he steps in and just transports the whole crew somewhere else. That way, saving Moria and not having a warlord get defeated, but not being able to fully defeat the Straw Hats at the same time. It's kind of like a win-win for both. You know, it doesn't get discovered that like what Moria's doing on the island with people and shit, and the Straw Hats don't like claim another one. But we know the group's gonna get their shadows back, clearly. Does he just decide to be like, hey, well, Moria said he didn't want my help. It looks like we lost another one. I'm gonna have to really keep an eye on these Straw Hats, and then just like instant transmissions out of there, or I don't know. Regardless, he is saving this arc right now. So we'll see how it goes. Appreciate it, everybody. Like your favorite, subscribe, and as always,